Standing tall above the savannah, the giraffe is the tallest land animal on Earth, reaching heights of up to 6 metres. Here at Yorkshire Wildlife Park, these gentle giants roam through the open plains using their long necks to browse leaves high in the treetops. Their striking patterns are unique to each individual, like fingerprints in the wild. Despite their calm appearance, giraffes are incredibly well adapted, with long dark tongues to help protect them from the sun as they feed. Sadly, giraffes are critically endangered. Elusive and rarely seen, the Amur Leopard is one of the most endangered big cats on Earth. Native to the forests of Russia's Far East and northern China, fewer than 100 are believed to remain in the wild. Here at Yorkshire Wildlife Park, this beautiful cat represents hope for a species on the very edge of survival. Its thick, pale coat is perfectly adapted to colder climates, with widely spaced rosettes to help it blend into the snowy woodland. The Amur Leopard is solitary and a highly skilled hunter, moving silently through the environment with precision and patience. Every move is deliberate, every step almost invisible. But despite its strength and grace, it faces serious threats from habitat loss and poaching. Conservation efforts, including breeding programs and protected reserves, are vital to its future. Watching closely, you begin to appreciate not just its beauty but its fragility. A powerful reminder of how close we've come to losing something truly extraordinary. Hidden away in the forests of Central Africa, the Okapi is one of the animal kingdom's most mysterious and rarely seen creatures. Here at Yorkshire Wildlife Park, there's something even more special: a young Okapi taking its first steps into the world. Often called the forest giraffe, the Okapi is the giraffe's only living relative, although its striped legs make it look more like a zebra. For a young calf, those bold markings help it blend into the dappled light of the forest floor, offering protection from predators. In the early weeks of life, Okapi calves spend much of their time hidden away, instinctively staying still and quiet while their mother forages nearby. It's a survival strategy that's worked for thousands of years in the dense Congo rainforest. Watching this young one explore, there's a sense of quiet curiosity, small careful steps learning the world at its own pace. Moments like this are rare and incredibly special, especially for a species that remains endangered in the wild. As the calf grows, it carries the hope with it of the futures of one of Africa's most unique and secretive animals. Small and delicate and easy to miss, the Dik-dik is one of Africa's tiniest antelopes. Standing at just 30 to 40 centimetres tall, these shy animals rely on cylinders and camouflage to stay safe in the wild. Here at Yorkshire Wildlife Park, you might spot them moving carefully through the undergrowth, always alert, always watchful. Those large dark eyes and twitchy ears help them to detect even the slightest movement. Dik-diks are known for forming strong, lifelong pairings, living together in small territories that are carefully defended. It's a quiet, close bond that's unusual among many antelope species. When threatened, they can dart away in a zigzag motion, reaching surprising speeds for such a small animal. Even their name comes from the alarm call they make. A sharp dik-dik sounds are used to warn others of danger coming. Despite their size, they are perfectly adapted to the environment, surviving on leaves, shoots and moisture from plants rather than needing regular access to water. Watching them now is a reminder that even the smallest animals play an important role in the natural world. Hidden deep within the forests of West Africa lives one of the rarest primates on the planet, the Roloway Monkey. With its striking black coat and distinctive white beard, it's an animal that carries both elegance and quiet urgency. Here at Yorkshire Wildlife Park, these monkeys give us a chance to observe a species that is now critically endangered in the wild. Habitat loss and hunting have caused the numbers to decline dramatically, leaving only a small fractured population with a shrinking range. The Roloway Monkey belongs to a collection of old world monkeys known for their agility and intelligence. They spend most of their lives on a forest canopy, moving with speed and precision through the trees, always alert to their surroundings. Their long limbs, strong tails help them balance and leap between branches, while their sharp awareness keeps them safe from predators. Communication is key within their groups, using calls and body language to stay connected in the dense forest. What stands out though is their expression, thoughtful, watchful, almost knowing. There's a quiet intelligence in a way that they observe the world, always assessing, always aware. Social bonds are important for these monkeys. The groups work together to forage, rest and stay protected. Their connections are essential for survival, especially in an environment where threats can appear quickly. But in the wild, their future is uncertain. As forests are cleared and hunting continues, their numbers have fallen to critically low levels. Conservation efforts are now more important than ever to ensure they don't disappear completely. Standing here watching them is a real privilege, a chance to see a species that few people will ever encounter in the wild. And in that moment it becomes clear just how vital the protection is of these quiet, remarkable animals, so that they may continue to move through the forest canopies for generations to come. In the wild, the polar bear is a true master of the Arctic, powerful, patient, and perfectly adapted to one of the harshest environments on Earth. Here at Yorkshire Wildlife Park, we get to see a different side, moments of play, relaxation, and natural behaviour all in one place. Watch the bears as they move through the water with surprising grace. Despite their size, polar bears are strong swimmers, using their front paws to propel themselves smoothly beneath the surface. They can cover great distances in search of food in the wild, making swimming an essential skill for survival. In these moments there's no urgency, just a quiet rhythm as they glide, dive and rise again, turning the water into their own personal space to explore and enjoy. You might notice how playful they can be, rolling, diving and interacting with each other in ways that feel almost light-hearted. These behaviours aren't just for fun, they teach young bears how to develop strength, coordination and confidence in the water. After time in the water, the bears often come ashore to rest. They stretch out, settle down and conserve energy, an important habit for animals that must balance periods of activity with long stretches of rest. Even in relaxation, there's something powerful about them. The sheer size, the thick white coat, the quiet presence. It all reflects the resilience required to survive in the natural Arctic world. Polar bears rely heavily on sea ice in the wild, using it as a platform to hunt seals. But with changing climates, the ice is becoming harder to find, placing increasing pressures on their survival. Conservation efforts are now more important than ever, helping both to protect the species and the fragile environment they depend on. Here though, we can take a moment to simply observe, to watch them swim, play and rest, and appreciate the balance between strength and calm that defines the polar bear. As they move effortlessly between water and land, it's a quiet reminder of how remarkable these animals truly are. Deep within the forests of Central and South America lives one of the loudest animals on Earth, the red Howler Monkey. Their powerful calls can travel for miles through the forest, helping them mark territories and communicate with their group. Here at Yorkshire Wildlife Park we can observe these remarkable primates up close, listening to the echoes of a call that would usually be heard far away in the dense jungle. Red Howler monkeys spend most of their time high in the canopy, moving slowly and deliberately through the trees. Their long prehensile tail acts like a fifth limb, helping them grip branches securely as they feed and rest. Unlike many monkeys, they are relatively calm and energy efficient, spending a large portion of their day resting. This pace helps them conserve energy for when they are digesting their leafy diet. Their diet consists mainly of leaves, fruits and flowers, which they carefully select from the treetops. Despite their relaxed movements, they live in social groups, often led by a dominant male with strong bonds between the individuals. And then of course there's the sound, deep, powerful and unmistakable. It's one of nature's most impressive vocal displays, and a reminder that even in stillness these animals command attention. Watching them here there's a sense of calm and presence, a quiet window into a life high above the forest floor. Small, alert and full of character, the red Titi Monkey is a true gem of the rainforest. Found in the forests of South America, these monkeys are known for their strong bonding pairs, often seen sitting close together as they move through trees. Here at Yorkshire Wildlife Park you can watch their gentle movements as they leap climb, with surprising agility for their size. Their long tails help them balance while their soft calls keep them connected together. They live in tight family groups, sharing responsibilities.